What it do, people? It's your boy Junes coming to you guys live representing that R.O.D. Repent or Die podcast. Back with another one with y'all. Yeah. Tonight is it's a very, very interesting topic. But before, we gotta give a round of applause for the R.O.D. Come on now. Yeah, yeah. We also gotta give all praise to the Most High, higher only name given. Round of applause for that as well. Like the scripture says, He's worthy to be praised, right? But tonight, we're gonna keep it 3.5, 411, 311, whatever you wanna call it. Well, we never die 911, you heard? But today is one of those episodes, and the topic tonight is: has the government failed us? What you guys feel about Biden now? As the presidential race, was that just a waste of our time? Was it? That's a question I leave on the table, and I'll let you guys decide that. And I know you probably wondering, why am I saying this? But, a lot been going on since January. A lot of shootings. Already, we in the month of April, and over 30 people, men of color, has been gunned down by police. We seen what happened with the quote-unquote Asians, and just like that, they had bills written for them and protecting them. But where's our protection? When these individuals, and when I say these individuals, Biden and Miss Harris, or whatever you want to call these people, was running, their main objective was to help people of color, to stop the violence, to new police reform. They was talking a good one. Now, now they in their position, and it's like we obsolete. It's like we don't even exist no more. And I know you guys is starting to get fed up. And I'm gonna tell you right now, all this marching and protesting, it's 2021. We've been doing this for how long now? Since about 1950 something. And obviously that approach isn't working. We fought. We followed the guidelines. We voted for particular people. These people started off with Obama, change will come. And they're gonna do X, Y, and Z. And the minute that they get into office, everybody gets taken care of but the people of color. But the people of color are the ones that they was persuading to vote for them, begging for our votes. You have to vote. If you don't vote, then things won't change. Then things ain't gonna be good. The community is not gonna be fixed. The police is gonna still do X, Y, and Z. Now we got these brothers in office, and now look what we left with, huh? Dante Wright, huh? Miss Bryant, huh? The list goes on and on. Like I said, since the beginning of 2021 till now, over 30 people of color has been gunned down by police. And yet we still fall in line and still follow the lies. We fall for the okie doke once again. When do we say enough is enough? A person told me insanity is doing something, thinking something is going to change, but it never do. So have we become insane as people of color? Do you feel like it's time to just give up on everything when it comes to Congress, president, mayors, anything that's dealing with parties and views and whatever you want to call it, do you feel like it's time to just let it go? I feel like it's, for me personally, I mean, I let it go since the second term of Obama. You know, I was bamboozled at one point. You know, you young, you alive as a person of color to witness something supposedly historical, to witnessing the first black president for the world to see, for our generation to see, and what we got out of it. More chaos, more nonsense, more BS, and it's gonna continue. And we right now in this particular point of time, and I really feel, and I don't know about you guys, but I really feel disrespected that for a nation that built this place called America, for us to just be getting the short end of the stick continuously. We spent 400 years of dealing with poverty, racism, hatred, anger, everything. And yet we can't even get our own bill that protects us from it all. But a Chinese people supposedly was gunned down. Then they got the COVID-19 anti-hate protection bill for these Asians. And no disrespect to the Asians, you know, they do what they do, you know. I support all people. You know, everybody should be protected, especially if you live in a land that you're making your living, you're raising your family. I believe that you guys should be protected. But what about us? Where's our protection? Has the presidential parties, has the government, has everything failed us? Has it? And if you believe that change is gonna come, when? Excuse me, sipping some fine wine tonight. So when is this change gonna come? When are we gonna be, you know, primary care, catered to, protected? When are we gonna have the political parties protecting us, making sure that we good? Why every time these people come into office, they never keep their end of the bargain? It's time to just let it go. I had a conversation with my brother. Shout out to my co-host B.O. I had a conversation with him, and I told him, I said, listen, we can't want change and help from the people that benefits off our suffering. Like I said in previous podcasts, this is a capitalistic society. America is a capitalistic country. It has to capitalize on particular individuals in order for it to prosper. And the only two nationalities that has been taken advantage of has been the blacks, quote unquote blacks, and the quote unquote Latinos. These are the two races of people that has been violated. That's what I like to call it, because that's what it is. We've been violated. It's plain to see that these people got absolutely no respect for us whatsoever. They don't got no respect for us. They just want to see us drop like this. They absolutely have no respect for us. But yet, we always running, we always marching, we always begging. We begging for peace. How much begging can we as an individual, as a people, take? How much? How much? Where's our justice? Where's our peace? Where's our acres with a mule? Where's that? I don't understand how stuff like this is not something that should be, on the to-do list for these individuals. These so-called individuals whose whole campaign was to help people of color. And we're not being helped in any shape or form. When you see all of these wages and giving out extra money, all of that is cool. All of that is cool, but that's not enough. What's me having an extra $1,500, but then I could go outside and get gunned down by the police? Where's my protection? What can that $1,500 do for me? That can't even afford me a decent funeral. Like, things need to be done, and I'm not here to point fingers at the system, because the system is the system. The system is established one way, it's gonna stay that way. You ever heard the saying, "What's not broke, don't fix it"? So that's something we run into, these individuals trying to get equality and be accepted, and these things aren't going to work. It's 2021. If you guys don't see that by now, then the red and blue pill, y'all taking that blue pill to the head. And I believe a lot of y'all have overdosed. Y'all have been spiritually murdered. You think you guys are alive. Yeah, you functioning. You're able to open your eyes. But spiritually, mentally, you guys are lost in the source. And then you got individuals like myself and a couple of other people that tells you the things that's going on, that's warning you, that's giving you the solutions. But it seems like none of you guys want to take heed to that. We continuously pay attention to what's going on in the White House. Like, those in the White House is here for our benefits. They're not here for us. They wasn't here for us then. They're not going to be here for us now. No matter how many presidents they put into office, it would never, ever have somebody that's for our favor, that's going to help us. Never, ever. I'm sorry. And it's time for brothers and sisters to see that. It's time for brothers and sisters to wake up and understand that, especially the young generation. It's time for you guys to understand what's taking place. It's time for you guys to understand that this place called America is not our homeland. I'm sorry to tell you this. We don't come here. We were sent here to do servitude work. And we continuously doing servitude work. Yeah, you may have a nice house. You may have a nice car. You may have a couple of millions. You may have it. But you always got to answer to somebody. You always got to answer to somebody. And the people that you answering to is never of our skin color. And while we sitting here fighting for this place called America, guess what? The so-called Chinese people, the Asians, you usually like to call them, the Caucasians, those in Europe, guess what they trying to do? They trying to buy all of Africa. Right now as we speak. They trying to take everything from us, people. But yet, we so caught up into this American lifestyle, this state of comfortability. And we think that this comfortability is going to be here forever until we get old, like how our grandparents was old. When our grandparents came here, they got a chance to see America at its best. And I'm talking about, as just in general. Racism always been here. That's just the truth. Ain't no ifs, buts, and maybes. Racism always been here. But the glory of America was at an all-time high. America is not at a glory state right now. America is being exposed to the world as what it really been. When you take off the clothes and you take off the blindfolds, you start seeing the country for what it really is. And it's a place of hatred, evil, wickedness, sodomy, children trafficking. All of these things is coming into light. Celebrities, people we look up to, you know, from musicians all the way to actors, all got their hands in some type of evil and wickedness that take place on this earth. And it's sad, but what can you do? What can you say? The only thing you can do is wake up and start analyzing and building for self. We can't ask these people for help because they never going to help us. They allow the killings and the murders, they allow all these things to take place for them to just create a narrative where they gotta shut things down. They gotta make it hard, or they gotta ban, guns from the community. And speaking of guns, over the weekend here in New York City, there was 31 shootings. 31 shootings. And the question I ask is, with all of this going on, like, when do we come together? How serious is this beef? How serious is this beef with each other that we must put ammunition, load up, and ready to kill each other to prove a point? You killing each other for what? A lot of you dudes got beef over internet, Twitter, Instagram. A lot of y'all also got beef based on gangs, things that you guys have no ownership to. The only thing you guys got ownership to in this lifestyle is the flags and the gang that you rep. That's it. That's it. But, that's neither here nor there. But it's like the government is failing us. We failing each other. When do we say enough is enough? There's a lot that's going on. For every problem, there's also a solution. But are you guys willing to do the solution? That's the question. Yeah, we want the president and the government and everybody to help us. But in order for these people to help us, they gotta first respect us. It's obvious to see that these individuals don't respect us. They don't respect us because the image that's portrayed about us on TV and media is always in a negative light. We are seen as animals and savages. Even when you look at back in the old days, how these people used to talk to us, calling us boy, you know what I'm saying? Nigger, etc. These are the terms that was given to us. And then we'll turn around and beg to be amongst them. We march and protest because we wanted to be able to drink out of the same water fountain. We wanted to be able to eat from the restaurant that they eat in. I don't understand what you guys was what you thought. Y'all just gonna be eating chicken that's unseasoned. Like what you thought was what you thought was gonna happen interacting, huh? And even that was a tool that was used by these individuals to infiltrate our community. And it's manifesting right now as we speak. When you go outside, who you think is buying up all these buildings, buying up these stores, these corner stores that's no longer, a place for us, These corner stores ain't run by us, There's only a handful of Hispanic people left that's owning corner stores. Everything is owned by these other nations. Like I said, they came and they took over. So how do we fix this? That's the question. How do we fix these problems? How do we stop looking for help from these individuals and fix the problems and protect us from the evil police and all of those that's wishing harm on the people? How do we fix it? the first thing we gotta do, we gotta love ourselves. We gotta come to some type of understanding. And I'm saying this as people, we gotta come to some type of understanding and an agreement. And I don't want to even base it on religion or beliefs, because I don't prescribe to religion. I don't want this segment to be based on that. My viewpoints on these things, you always get that from me on every Saturday for Sabbath talk. But right now, how do we fix this problem? This world epidemic. Because when they do their violence to us and we react, they never show the frustration, the years, the anger, the buildup that we deal with this. They always show you like the results of what we do because of the nonsense. First, they'll show you on the news how they just killed the individual. Prime example, the little girl that they said had a knife. They shot her and they leave you dead in the street. Now anybody knows that when somebody gets shot, or killed, first of all, you're not even allowed to have your phone out, which makes me question, like, are these things even real? You're not even allowed to have your phone out. Because I seen when one of my mans got shot, they tell you to keep all that joint away. But that's neither here nor there. But like I said, we have to figure out, how do we fix this problem? The way that we fix it is we gotta come into terms and realize that this is not our home. We gotta come to terms that these people is not for our benefit. We gotta come to terms that we are better off being separate than being unified with these individuals. When you go to Chinatown, it's all of them. When you go to these Jewish, aka Khazars, that's their community. That's their stores. When you go into the Irish town, no matter where you go, they unified. When you come to our community, it's like everything is divided. Blocks got beef with one block, sets against another set, school against another school. These are all the things that identify us. And we got to kill that. We got to come to the terms and realize, look, my ancestors was sent here on a ship. I can't be beefing with my brother. You can't turn all this aggression out on each other. We need to put the focus on those that's doing the wrong. We got to govern and protect our community. We got to stand up united. The police is gonna think twice to do something stupid if the whole community is standing strong together. Look at the Black Party, the Black Panther Party. Before the demise, they was together. And yes, it's gonna come. Listen, it's gonna come with the territory where these individuals is gonna, try to find cases upon us. That comes with everything. But yet we still gotta have a solid foundation. That foundation gotta be us together, unified. All of this gang stuff and hatred and blocks and all of these cliques, we gotta kill that. Because I tell you one thing, when it comes to these people, whether one is a Democrat, one is a Republican, one is a black person lover, one is a Ku Klux Klan, no matter what it is, when it's time to represent and stand for that color of their skin, they stand bold. Ain't no if, buts, or maybes. But we are always divided in every shape or form. So that's something that brothers need to think about. We got to start governing our own communities. We got to protect it. We got all these straps and we using it amongst each other. And not one time are we holding it. Not one time are we ever using it for the greater good. When the police is violating us, we taking pictures, video cameras. Who's the individual that's gonna step up and back down and back out and tell the police, yo, you gotta fall back? That the whole community is on that type of time, they gotta think twice. They're gonna have to regroup. They're gonna have to come back harder. And when they come back harder, we're gonna come back 10 times harder. Because the one thing that we have over them is we physically stronger than these individuals. They can have all the guns in the world, but we got the mind and the heart. We got to get back to that. We really got to get back to that. And it's sad that, you know, with 2021 going on, we begging for change. We begging, we marching. We want results. We want affirmative action. But then we'll turn around the corner and see our brothers killing each other. And it's to the point where it's a norm for us. You can't expect these people to respect us when we don't respect ourselves, man. You can't expect these brothers to do anything for us until we start doing for ourselves first. Like I told you, this is a capitalistic society. If we capitalizing on our greatness and we using it for us, we taking our talents to South Beach, and we doing what's right for our people and protecting our people. The only objective these individuals can do is, listen, we trying to make money with you. Yo, I see what you guys is doing. With all of us on the face, with all of us in this country called America, we generate the most bread. We generate the most bread and we spend the most. We spend the most. Always remember there's more us than them. Don't be bamboozled by the quote unquote statistics that they show you. There's more of us than them. And if you include the Hispanics and the Native Americans, we overpopulate these dudes over 70%. Because we all know that the Hispanics and the so-called Native Americans, they are relatives. They are blood brothers. Whether you believe it or not, we are all related. And I'm not talking about no Adam and Eve. I'm talking about the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Yes. But like I said, I'm not gonna make this a spiritual. I'm not gonna make this a spiritual discussion today. I'm gonna save that for Sabbath talk. Sabbath talk is where I unleash and bring out the scriptures and let brothers and sisters understand. But in lame's terms, we got to do this right for us. We got to govern our communities, protect it. There's a lot of people of color that got educational degrees. A lot of brothers, trappers, all of these dudes that got bread. Put your money where your mouth is. Help open, you know what I'm saying? Brothers come together, buy a building. There's just so much things that we can't do as people, but we just don't do it, and I just don't know why. Why brothers can't see what I'm seeing? Why brothers can't understand what's easy and as lame as it can be? It's so easy a caveman could understand it. But, you know, that's neither here nor there. But this is something that needs to be checked at the door, because they trying to exterminate us, man. And they're gonna pass these new laws. They're gonna pass these new gun laws that's gonna make it hard for us to get ammunition. We already know they trying to force these vaccines down our throat. We know that. We know all these things. But yet we still out here beefing with each other. Have the audacity to say we got ops when the biggest op is the ones that rhyme with ops. It's the cops. is the one sitting on top. You see all of that rhymes because it's meant to go together. We gotta pay attention. We gotta take all this negative aggression amongst each other and point it to where it needs to be pointed to. This oppression and this suffering that we going through is not off the person that you live with or the person that got your skin tone. We don't run nothing. All we can do is run and protest and beg for help. And we don't get that. We get cheap funds. These quote unquote Asians got 50 million off the gate off one incident. Meanwhile, we over here getting killed, slaughtered, murdered, kidnapped, etc. And we getting nothing done. Come on. Hold on a minute. So what do we do? What do we do? I'm tired and I'm frustrated just like you guys are. But what do we do? Where do we start? You know, this podcast is the voice for the voiceless. I'm going to speak on them things that nobody want to talk about. And we need help. And we need help from all parties. But it starts with home. The house party needs to get situated first. No longer can we operate and ask these guys for help. No more marching. No more looting. No more giving these people our money. If they can't help us, we can't help them. Take this opportunity and create your own business. Become self-sufficient. Become your own boss. Brothers, put money together. Let's buy these buildings. Sisters, put your skills to the test. Put that patience, the fruits of the spirit, the virtuous woman. We need that. Brothers, we need the alphas back. We gotta do it now. If we don't do it, it's gonna be over, man. Because they coming. And they coming with guns blazing. Everything is against us. Everything is against us. From the government all the way down to financial, jobs, businesses, economically, they against us. Physically, they against us. Mentally, they against us. It's us against the world. Tupac, man. All eyes was on us, and the light that they shine upon us is always negative. We got to change that around, and it starts with us. And until brothers and sisters start seeing that and start applying that and start understanding that we have to do this, no change is going to come. More police shootings going to take place. More brothers are going to be locked up. More brothers are going to be in jail. More sisters is going to be kidnapped. More sisters is going to be raped, molested. All of this is going to take place until we start coming together. We must know where we come from to know where we going. And the first thing that you guys need to know as well is to know that this is not our home. We can't beg the oppressors to save us from this oppression. It's just not going to work. The system is against us. It's been proven time and time and time again. And we have become insane to this system, thinking that change is going to come, and it will never come. If it ain't come with the black president and the president that's president now, the vice president then who's the president now, if he didn't do nothing when we had a black president, what makes you think he's going to do something now? Our vice president right now, when her whole campaign was, she's someone of color, she's from the hood, she used to smoke weed, she used to do everything, she used to do all of that. And she's supporting us, she got us 100%, she took an oath, she did all that. Both of them did all that. And now these individuals is in their chairs and then they're in their position. And what are we getting? I don't see nothing. If anybody see anything, please let me know. I don't see nothing. All I see is smoke and mirrors. That's all I see. All I see is another lie. All I see is another deception. We have been deceived once again. So what we gonna do? We gonna wait another 4 years and they're gonna put another guy in office. I heard Kanye West is running, so we're gonna vote for him now, right? Huh? We're gonna vote for Will Smith? Who? It's such. Just the fact that these individuals are thinking about taking that route just lets you know how comical this presidential nonsense is. It's comedy. This ain't real. This ain't real. They ain't us. They ain't for us. But yeah, we over here thinking that these people is gonna help us. Look at all of this stupid things that's taking place with the COVID. This is rules that they implemented. 6 feet apart. Cover your mask. Stay away from each other. Quarantine 14 days. Stay in your house. These are all of the things that these individuals is selling us, and we over here thinking these people want the greater good for us. Come on. Enough is enough, man. Let's just kill it. We got to do our own thing. I'm done. I'm finished, bro. Like, I don't want to deal with none of that. I don't want to have no parts of nothing. Like I told y'all, my last time I even did anything as far as supporting anything that's dealing with politics was when I voted for Obama the first time. And after I seen what he did the first 4 years, then it was nothing beneficial for us. We got brothers that really was defending Obamacare. Like, what was that? Huh? Paying more for your health insurance? Like, come on, make it make sense. America makes trillions of dollars every year, and you have the audacity to make us pay high health insurance. What you guys know that we don't know? Oh, let me guess. Oh, you got the vaccines for us to take. You got the vaccines that you want the children to take in order for them to go to school. The case shot that a newborn baby got to automatically receive. Not even 10 minutes on the earth breathing fresh air, they got to take a shot. I can't make this stuff up. We got to let this thing go. We got to leave it alone, y'all. Enough is enough. We got to start operating for ourselves, start building for ourselves, start putting our money in-house. Stop buying these expensive cars and jewelry and clothes and want to get nice little condos. We got to start giving these people our money. Yes. Make the projects look wonderful. Clean it up. Do whatever. Make the inner cities. Take all the graffiti. Take all that down. Come on. We could do this, y'all. I know we can. I believe in us. I believe in me. I damn sure believe in you guys. But you gotta put down that blue pill. You gotta put that down. You gotta say enough is enough. Listen, I don't want to take this blue pill no more. I don't trust none of you guys. It's the proof is in the pudding. You guys aren't for us. You never was, never will. So guess what? Now we're gonna take matters into our own hands. And no, I'm not here promoting violence, because they like violence. America was created off violence, so that's something that they love. But what they hate is unity. Look at the Black Wall Street. Look at the threat that was brought on to people that was isolated from these individuals. But this time we more advanced. We cyber what they call it? Cyber savvy, internet savvy. We know the game too. We know the game too. So since we know the game, we gotta operate and play this game the way it was supposed to be played for us. We the winners. We the champions. You're the glory, people. You are. Don't ever let them tell you anything different. We are the glory. And we got to start acknowledging that. The scripture says the kingdom is within you. The kingdom is within you. That royalty is in your blood, people. Whether you believe it or not, you know deep down in your subconscious mind, you know you are royalty. You know that you're better than what they perceive you. Even when you're at your job, you know that the job that you're doing, the pay that you get, and you know you as an individual is worth 10 times more than that. But we take our money to give it right back. We make money to give it right back. We never take money to invest into ourselves. And then when we do invest, we got the people that don't even support it. Our own people don't even support each other. But then we'll stand up and rally, be 1,000 deep to protest and beg for justice, knowing that there ain't gonna be no justice. And I'm gonna talk about the George Floyd joint, maybe in another segment, but come on. Don't get bamboozled by this verdict, y'all. Don't get right. Get right. Get your mind right. Don't let these people bamboozle you anymore. That's what repent or die is. The voice for the voiceless. I'm gonna say the things that you want to say, but you're too afraid to say it. What I got to lose? They could take all this. I have my fun. The only thing I wish is just to make sure that my children, have a decent future where they can sustain and take care of themselves and take care of their family and be self-sufficient. That's the objective, is to help our people be self-sufficient. Because, like I said, these individuals ain't here to help us. If they was, they would have did it already. Their whole campaign was to help us, and yet no help. Asia got a bill that's written for them, $50 million. And it's gonna be more added. All these nations is getting checks signed off to them to help them recover. But yeah, we get a $1,300 stimulus check, and instead of doing something positive with it, we just do what so-called, pardon my language, so-called niggas do. You want to go shop, you want to go splurge, you want to go to the club, you want to go to a restaurant and buy a $300 bottle. I mean, I can't make this stuff up. But, I don't want to talk all night. This is just something that, is bothering me. Something that needs to be spoken of. Something that needs to be addressed. Something that brothers and sisters need to meditate on and sit down with real individuals like myself, and let's come with some solutions. Let's figure out what can we do moving forward. Because like the title of this podcast, has the government failed us? Is it time for us to give up on the government, the president, Congress, mayor, etc., state official, all that? It's over for that. No more voting. Let these Caucasian people vote for their people, for their likings, for their country. This ain't our land. Yes, we was born here. This ain't our home. They could have this. They could have it all. But it's your boy Junes, representing that R.O.D. I got the merchandise on its way. Please support the movement. Check the website out, repenter.podcast.net. We working. YouTube, Repenter Podcast. We out here. We out here. And we gonna get things done. Whether they like it or not, we gonna get it done. So shout out to you guys, man. And round of applause for all those supporters, man. I appreciate you, and I love you guys dearly, for real. So until the next one, y'all have a blessed one. It's your boy Junes. One.